Hey guys, it is Tamara. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about triangulation in families and in relationships. I did a voting poll, I'm going to call it, for the past 2 days. And in that poll, I listed all the topics that I will be talking about moving forward. And so this one won by a landslide. It was very, very close. So we're going to do this video first, then we're going to do the second video that was voted on. I'm going to put it over here so that you can see it. And then all the other topics will follow depending on the percentages, of each video. So we will do that. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about triangulation in relationships. This is a topic that I think a lot of us struggle with, but we don't have the language or the knowledge or the understanding to really understand what's going on. So I'm hoping to highlight that in today's video. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. For those who are subscribed and for those who are new, I encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stick around with us and be a part of our growing and validating community. I feel like I say that every video, but it's important. We are growing every day and we are validating, and I love half of you guys. Just kidding. I love most of you guys who are on this channel, who are, participating and sharing your stories and getting along with everyone else on the channel and supporting one another. It's a very positive environment. So if you are new to this channel, I welcome you. I want to go ahead and introduce myself briefly. My name is Tamara, and I'm an internationally and board certified trauma therapist, but I'm also licensed in mental health. So on this channel, if you take a look through some of the topics that I've done recently and in the past, you're going to see that there's a lot of topics on this channel and you get a wide variety, but there's always a foundation of trauma. So if that's something that you want and you feel might benefit you, I encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and stick around. Hey guys, I'm so sorry about the switch. I actually had the video playing the other day, and I thought I recorded the second half, and obviously I did not. So that's why you're seeing a different shirt on me and a little bit of a different setup here. I had to refilm the second part of the video. So let's just go ahead and jump into this video. So when I was discussing triangulation, basically what I was saying was this, that there are two forms, and the two forms of triangulation often get confused by people who are not aware that there are two different forms. And so those who are unintentional, they tend to be thrown into the category of manipulators, narcissists, or sociopaths. And the one who are intentional, they often get misunderstood as narcissists and sociopaths. So there's a lot of confusion with this topic of triangulation. So I'm going to highlight what the differences are. So let's talk about unintentional triangulation. What happens in unintentional triangulation is that the individual begins to go to a third party in a situation with someone else, and they try to help that person or support that person, but it becomes a triangle. In that triangle, there are three different people in three different roles. The first role is the victim. The second is the persecutor or the individual who's pointing fingers. And the third is the rescuer. Okay, so here's what happens. Let's say that you just married your wife and you are happy that you guys finally made it to wedding day and you're going on your honeymoon. Well, right before the honeymoon, she finds out that you had an affair with another woman during your bachelorette party. She begins to back up and say, maybe we're not meant to be together after all. How could you do such a thing to me? So let's say that happens. Well, instead of you guys trying to work that out, because her family is close to you, you decide to go to her mother and her sister and her brother to figure out what you should do. There's the triangulation. So now you're bringing in three different people: the mother-in-law, the sister-in-law, and the brother-in-law. You're not intentionally trying to create a triangle. You're unintentionally creating a triangle just by trying to make things work. You want to know from her mother, from her brother, and from her sister, what can I do to show her that I love her and I want us to continue on in our life together. So that mother and that brother and that sister may then go to your wife and try to communicate with you that you guys need to stay together. That is a triangle, but it's an unintentional triangle. It's not something that's being manipulated or used to create drama. Okay, that's an unintentional triangle. Should it happen? Not always. Does it happen? Most of the time. Because when individuals feel unheard, when they feel, like there's no hope or like there's no resolution to a situation, they're going to go to other people. And that doesn't mean, however, that they are doing this to hurt you or that they're doing this on purpose. Okay, that's one. That's unintentional triangulation. Intentional triangulation may look like this. Let's say that you work for a famous firm, okay, as an attorney and a legal advisor. You know that in your company, you have to have a certain status in the eyes of your boss in order to get a promotion. So let's say you go to your boss and you say, hey boss, Kelly over there was stealing last night. And I just wanted to let you know that because she's stealing, she's going to make this company look really bad. And I think you should do something about it. So let's say your boss goes to Kelly and says, Kelly, were you stealing the other day? Kelly's likely going to say, no, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? I wouldn't steal from the company. There's the intentional triangle. And here's why. Because you know that if you go to your boss about one of your colleagues and about their bad behavior, that your boss is going to see you in a positive light. They're going to probably promote you because you not only have the company, in your best interest, or you not only have, the company as, something that's important to you, but you also have your boss as someone that you need to protect, right? You also see your boss as somebody that needs to make a move on something. So your boss is going to see, a positive light. That is intentional triangulation. You're creating drama by putting, 3 people in a triangle. So let's highlight the roles. So Kelly is really the victim because she didn't steal. Because you went to the boss, you're the persecutor, and your boss is the rescuer because he's going to rescue that situation. And there's the triangle. And the triangle can get bigger and bigger and bigger if Kelly decides to tell something on you, or Kelly decides to tell another colleague about what you did. So the triangle can get bigger, it could get more complicated, it could get more mangled, and it could just create a situation that's not healthy. Okay, so let me walk you through a self-reflection activity that may help you get to the bottom of why this happens in your own world. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to do the drama triangle, and I encourage you to do this with me. Okay, it's just a self-reflection activity that you can do on your own to kind of illuminate things to you and give you a visual. Here's the triangle. Okay, this is called the drama triangle. So we're going to say drama triangle. I'm just going to call it drama T because I have a client and a little bit I got to get going. So at the top of the triangle, let's put the word victim. On the left, persecutor. And on the right side, rescuer. Okay, and this is how this should look on your paper. All right, now what you want to do is you want to create a cycle here. So I'm going to put some arrows to help me have a visual that these roles influence each other. Okay, these roles influence each other. These roles, I should say. All right, so the victim is Kelly, the coworker is the persecutor, and the rescuer is the boss. And there's your triangle. Now you can start adding other people to this triangle. Co-workers, right? Your spouse, your mother, right? When you start to, your best friend, when you start to mention things to other people, right, then the triangle gets even bigger. And it can cause your husband, right, to want to go to the boss who's the rescuer. It could cause your mother to want to call your boss who's the rescuer. It could cause your friend to want to, confront the persecutor because they hurt you, right? And so you become even more victimized in that triangle. It gets uglier and uglier. Okay, so this might be a really good activity for you to use, when you feel a little bit confused about the roles that are being played in your life, when you're feeling a little bit confused about, where you are in this drama triangle, right? So all of this can be helpful to kind of illuminate what's going on in your personal or your professional life. Thank you so much for being with me today, guys. In this video, I encourage you to please give it a thumbs up if it was helpful, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to stick around with us. I'm going to come back with another video. We're going to continue our topics in this poll because you guys are doing such a fantastic thing and such a a fantastic job by voting. So thank you so much for that. Once again, guys, you help give me direction on what you want to hear, and that way I'm not posting videos that you are not really that interested in. So thank you so much for that. I'll see you in the next video.